We never expected to achieve almost 180% of the original agreed value. I was hoping to get a bit more, but I never anticipated getting to that level. That was very gratifying. I'm Frank Bank-Seeney. I'm head of office at Fairstone, Saffron, Walden.
I'm Johnny Bank-Seeney and I'm an IFA at Fairstone, Saffron, Walden.
I took over that business in 2003 and then joined Fairstone in 2018. So nearly 7 years in next month.
I've not been in for quite so long. I joined literally as we became Fairstone.
The business I ran before Fairstone was called Andrew Cohen Associates, and that was sort of my baby for 18 years. And by the time we got to 2018 and we entered the process with Fairstone, we were up to 4 advisors, 3 support staff, and significantly more assets. The idea to become part of a bigger firm was driven partly by we reached saturation point as a business, and I was spending too much time doing stuff and not sitting in front of clients. And ultimately we came back to the Fairstone proposition as it's one that stood out. It just was a good fit with our business at the time. So it was well timed. And the second approach was just absolutely spot on in where I wanted to be and where Fairstone was at the time. But what was incredibly important to me was the continued growth, the ability to keep running the business and expand. I didn't want to become a victim of a consolidator and retire. I wasn't ready for that. What I wanted and what was incredibly important to me was to make sure that we had continuity for the staff and for my clients. The earn-out process is basically an adjustment at the end of the 3 years. We were very fortunate in that our upward adjustment was 75% of our original sale price, a reasonable expectation to get a little bit more, but never anticipated exceeding it by so much. That was just fantastic. Would I recommend DBO? Yes, I would. I have. If I was still running the business, we wouldn't have been able to grow so fast. Yes, it's just freed up more time to do the bit of the job that I enjoy and taken away all the stuff that I didn't ever liked doing, but had to.
Being able to sit there and say, we are the firm that we are, but we're backed by this fantastic big company. I've got all of the tools at my fingertips. I'm not held back with the advice that I'm able to give. And that, particularly as a young advisor, it gives me an awful lot of confidence when I sit in front of a client and deliver the advice.
I wanted to join a firm that shared the same values, that the client comes first. And that's what we're here for. It worked very well for me and for my business, and we're still growing. But no, I don't think I would change the process. The format that we used worked very well for me. I'm very happy with the end result. And I think Fairstone are quite pleased with the results we've got as well. So it's worked for both of us. When I'm seeing clients, particularly new clients, I give them a bit of a potted history of us as a business. And I explain that we've been a local firm in the area for 27 years. And we've made this transition, but we're still the same small local office. We just happen to be backed by one of the biggest and most trusted advisory firms in the UK.